Hi everyone, my name's Nemo and we're playing the green deck. I don't even remember what it's called right now. But this hand seems decent, I'll take it. It's not amazing, but I've been having trouble with this deck. Getting it to run well, so we'll see how it does. For now I've opted to include enlarges instead of overruns because I was finding that usually especially against the more aggressive decks, I was usually forced to trade more than I wanted to with my early creatures, and overrun didn't really help that much, so I think enlarge might help better. Another problem I was having, I guess I'll play the guy with trample here. Another problem I was having was that there aren't enough playables, it seems, to make this deck work well. I don't know. I added a 25th land just for that reason. Unless you want to have a lot of 5-drops, other than enlarge and stuff like that, and unless you want to do that, you're gonna be stuck with not having enough playables. So that's kind of a problem. So I added another land because I did end up drawing the lands too slow to be able to really benefit from the enlarge, because I'm basically going all in with this kind of strategy here. So I may as well have more. May as well play this guy, actually. He's better than the Gloom Widow. It's kind of weird. At this point, at least. He doesn't have flyers, so. Kind of weird how a 2-cost guy is, in this scenario, better than a 3-cost guy. I don't think I want to be trading with his guy, because he comes back. This guy is really good. His guys actually have abilities. My dude just has trample. This guy is a 3-cost, 3-2, enter the battlefield tapped. When it enters, third opponent loses 2 life and it has Undying, so it comes back after dying. So yeah, I'm going to just attack here with all. He's probably going to block with his Black Cat, which forces me to discard a card at random when it dies. Oh, he doesn't. Alright, well, he probably has a Lord then, which he wants to play. Yeah, there's very little reason to play a 3-drop instead of the 2-drop here, since the 2-drop is better. I only have 3 lands, so it's not very likely that I'm gonna be in a scenario where I need to play something else. Like I have 2 2-drops that I want to play turn 4 or something. I don't have that, so I'm just gonna block here. I think it's safe to block there, and he only brings it because he can just get it back, but who knows, maybe there is a trick there. Maybe there is. It's a mutilate. Alright, well, everything's dead, and his Geralf's Messenger comes back. And I have to discard a card as well. And it's my Troll, which I was really hoping to play next turn. So instead, we have to play Braun, which is going to trade with his Geralf's Messenger, most likely. That hurt. So we both have 3 cards in hand though, and it's no longer in the early game, I guess, so that kind of gives me a little bit more hope of being able to beat his very aggressive deck. But it's still a tough matchup either way, and the Gravecrawler's back here. That's the one, yeah, that's that one, alright. You can just keep playing that. And Death Cloud for 1, so let me see, we each have to sacrifice a creature. Lose 1 life, discard 1 card. Gonna discard Bramble Crush. And sacrifice 1 land. Ah, yeah, sacrificing the 1 land, that's particularly annoying for me. My Gloom Widow can't block his guys, so I'm dead next turn unless I draw something decent. Which is totally possible, but alright, this can trade. It's not a scenario, it's not a situation I like being in. Let me put it that way. So yeah, I've been having trouble getting this deck to work. I think I was looking at the promo cards for the deck because I was really hoping some more early drops, but most of it's just like 6-cost stuff or something like that. And that's a GG. And this is a sub, by the way. Well, it didn't do too bad. I mean, he was down to he was down to 0 cards, and he just about was able to beat me. So I'm gonna do a rematch here, see if I can do better against his deck. But that deck is definitely in the advantage. This guy can't block, but I do have 3 lands. I have a Nature's Lore for the 4th land. I think I should keep this hand, but I'm not really happy about it. But we'll see if I can do if it can do any better. And Growlix, that sounds like the name of a Pokemon, dude. Let's just drop my 2-drop here. I don't know, I have 4 lands in hand, so I don't know when I'm gonna be playing the Nature's Lore. It's also a card that's basically in there to fill up some slots. Otherwise you have to run so many 5-drops and 6-drops, and maybe that is the way to go. But I don't know. Or you have to run like stuff like Prey-upons, which kind of has a problem in this deck, because I actually took out all the Prey-upons just as a test to see how that works. Because with the Prey-upons you have to actually, most of the time at least, trade one of your guys for one of their guys. And you don't necessarily want to do that, since your win conditions are like the overruns and the enlarge, which I'm not running the overruns, but I am running the enlarge, and I want as many dudes out as possible. So I just want to be aggressive. I want as many creatures as possible in the deck, and so I'm not running the Hunt the Weak and Prey-upons right now. But I could certainly see a point to bring them in later. This is a good time to play Gloom Widow and Nature's Lore. The Gloom Widow is just as big as Brawn is, and Brawn is not amazing, but I guess it's decent. If it dies, then this guy gets trampled along with my other dudes. And this guy is big enough that it actually kind of matters, so there's that. I can't block that. He gained 6 life this turn, which is amazing. I like those cards, the Divine Favors in that deck, because they're cheap enchantments. Alright, he's staying back, which is a little bit of a problem, but I can't just attack. He doesn't have lifelink, does he? No, he doesn't. Okay. I can't just attack. He blocked this one. I deal him 6. I get it back, and I can play it again. That seems alright. So we're gonna go for that. And yes, I know. I can just press space to attack with all. My hand is not on the keyboard. It's holding a cigarette right now. So he actually blocked this one, which is curious. I wonder why he didn't. Oh, he couldn't kill the 4/5. Okay, he's just a 4/5 himself. For some reason I thought it was a 5/5. But alright, that makes sense then. Now I have more dudes out. Unless he gets... I mean, if he gets lifelink, the game's probably over for me, because there's very little I can actually do about that. And he's gonna get the right aura right now. So that, yeah. Daybreak Coronet, +3/+3 to his dude, First Strike Vigilance, lifelink. That's pretty good. So he can even attack here. So he's gonna gain 14 life. He's gonna gain 7 life by attacking me now. If I attack him back, he's gonna gain 14. I can't even deal him that much. So there's no point attacking him even. Which, which is painful. So, at least the Prey-upon would have helped here, but I've also seen situations... Ooh, +7, that's 11. Yeah. That's pretty good. So, yeah, I have seen situations where even Prey-upon was too slow to be able to deal with the aura deck, so... in this case it would have helped, though. But at least I got something to deal with his dude. I do like Enlarge for that reason. And there's another dude he can start enchanting up now. If he has... Well, he draws a card off pacifying my guy, so that's good. For him, that is. That's good for him. I still haven't played my Brawn. So I don't know if Brawn really should be in the deck, but it's another dude I can play. I'm gonna keep that card, that land in hand, because there is the 6-cost enchantment in the deck that gains me life when I draw Forest, I think. I think it gains me life when I draw Forest. It does a number of things. But either way, so there's a reason to keep landing in other than just trying to trick him to think it's something other than land. But let's see what else he has. I don't know, it's looking good for me now, but who knows what other auras he has. There's a lot of things he could do. Armored Ascension is one of them. That makes this guy pretty big. Luckily there's only one Daybreak Cornet in the deck, if I'm not mistaken. But there's also one lifelink in the deck. And he's going to pacify yet another of my guys. So he can stay back now, and then I can only deal him 5 damage. So I need another buff spell to end this. Let's see if I can draw that. Enlarge, please. Well, Master isn't bad. Do I still attack? I honestly think I don't attack here. Just to keep some more of my guys alive, so that I have more targets for enlarge if I draw it, something like that. I don't think it matters too much if I attack now and lose it, or attack later and he has a blocker for it. There's another blocker though, and he probably is going to fetch that lifelink now, and then I'm really in trouble. Then I am really in trouble. This guy doesn't get vigilance this time, so I can't kill it with an enlarge if he does attack me here. He got indestructibility. Okay, maybe he's not running lifelink. I think I'm not running lifelink either, so that's not the worst choice there. Let's see. So I still... Ooh. It's a sorcery. Well, I'm gonna play this right now, though. Get rid of that. And then we just attack with everybody, because he has to block 2 of them. So I deal too much damage if he doesn't. So that his O2 is going to die regardless. So whether I tap this and kill it that way, or attack and he has to block and I kill it that way, either way the O2 dies. So seems good either way. He's going to block there just to take less damage. I guess he could have killed the Eternal Witness there. Okay, another dude. That's fine. And I know one of those 3 cards is indestructibility. I don't know what the others are. But he didn't tutor up lifelink and he didn't play it earlier, so I'm thinking he doesn't have it. So I don't know if there's anything that can save him at this point, other than just playing a lot of dudes. But that's only 3 guys. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I just need to attack with 4 guys and he will die. Right? Right. Alright. GG's. And Stevens? Yes, going for the Stevens. Alright. Good games, buddy. Let's see if we can... Well, maybe. Yeah, you know what? I'll play him again. I don't care. It was pretty fun so far. And I just realized he beat me once and I beat him once. So... Alright, we've got Elephant Guide with the Sacred Wolf, which is pretty good. Disenchantment is amazing, but it's pretty late game, and if he's playing an aggressive deck, it may not save me. But I am going to keep this hand, and just hope that he's playing something somewhat slow at least, but not like Eldrazi slow. But there's a Swamp, so it could be Dragons, it could be the Zombie deck again. There's Primal Crux, my other 6-drop. Well, I'm actually running 3 6-drops. Again, I'm kind of forced to. There's not a lot of ramp in this deck to really take advantage of those big spells, but you do have Nature's Lores. I have 25 lands in the deck, and I'm kind of forced to run these anyways because there's not enough playable stuff at the low end of the curve. So, that's kind of unfortunate, but that's just the way this deck rolls, I suppose. I'm going to play my Sacred Wolf here. It doesn't trade well with his 1/1, obviously, but I do have an Elephant Guide for it. And unless he plays his 3/1 guy that makes me sacrifice it now, In which case I would just be extremely, extremely sad. But other than that, I do get to play the Elephant Guide on it, and then if he kills later. Right, there it is. Flashback, Marauder. Enter the battlefield, each player sacrifices a dude. And he's going to sacrifice his Black Cat, which is going to make me randomly discard. And there was the Elephant Guide, which is really the card I need most. Alright, well. I can play my Rancor now, he is tapped out, so I'm going to just do that right now. This guy is an attacker anyways, because I don't... Well, there's Nightmares in the deck. But there's not a lot of flying stuff in this deck, and most of it really isn't worth playing anyways. So I don't think this guy is really going to do a lot of blocking. He can only block flying creatures. So he's just going to be my attacker anyway, so it seems good to put Rancor on him. Wow, I really wish I had something that could block Liliana's Reaver there. But I don't, so he's going to get a zombie out of the deal, and he's going to be able to hit me for 8 and get a 2/2. So this guy is really, really good. It's 4-cost 4/3 with Death Touch. And whenever it deals combat damage to a player, that player discards a card, and you put a 2/2 black zombie creature token onto the battlefield tab. So I also have to discard. I didn't even realize that. That's crazy. I hope... I'm just gonna have to discard Primeval Bounty, because I need a blocker next turn, so if I draw a land, at least I can play Primal Crux then. I didn't. And this is not enough to kill him. And he has enough to kill me. So, there's that. So anyway, we're just gonna pass the turn here. There's no point in delaying the inevitable and playing my enlarge, trying to deal damage. Game's over. And he has a kill spell for my guy anyways. So, there you go. GG. So yeah, I don't know. These Gloom Widows, they're really good cards, but I don't know that they fit the meta too well, especially when... Well, this deck and Evanston's Glory is a very aggressive deck, and Evanston's Glory has a lot of flyers, but if you play it very aggressively, it doesn't. I don't know. I mean, it just seems to be a free attacker for free, which, I don't know. That's not bad. I mean, that's pretty bad. Alright, so anyways, see ya. Anyways, good games, and there was some... What is this deck called? Hunter Strength. There's been so many of these green decks, I just lose. I don't know, I was gonna call it Pack Instinct or whatever. All the names for the green decks, they're so similar, and the decks are so similar. Whatever, I forget the name. But anyways, my name's been Nemo. My name will still be Nemo in the next video. And I hope you guys enjoyed this one. And what else is there to say? Have a nice day.